Popular new artificial intelligence application is making content creation a whole lot easier.
It is called ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
To cheat on exams as well as assessments.
A new reality in classrooms across the country.
Within seconds, it gives you a full response.
And teachers here in the Bay Area say that students are copying and pasting those responses and then claiming them as their own work.
Over 400 million active users worldwide use ChatGPT. 67.7 of those are in the United States alone, which is the most out of any country. In November of 2023, ChatGPT had only 100 million users. Now in 2025, it's up to 400 million. Most of the users fall in the gap range between 18 and 29, which is college students for the most part. And over 10 million people pay the $20 a month to have ChatGPT Plus. So my name is Jenny Ryan. I am 20 years old now. I'm doing this because I'm a firm believer that education is declining immensely in our society. Everything's becoming online. Students have easy access to different types of AI, ChatGPT being the most common. I use it myself a lot, and I take full blame for that. I interviewed my parents. Their responses are very interesting. You can definitely tell that they're older.
I do not know what ChatGPT is.
I've heard of ChatGPT and AI, which is, I guess, artificial intelligence. I've personally never used it.
They don't really know as much about technology, and that's kind of like the ages that my professors are, so I think it's interesting to hear their point of views.
Graduated in 1986. I remember when computers started coming around, I took computer programming, so we learned how to do BASIC, and we thought it was so cool to see our names scrolling. In college, we would type our papers and have to save them on a big floppy disk.
Obviously, we had all just books. We didn't have any online anything. We didn't even have computers. I didn't even know what computers were except for a cheapo computer when they first came out. And when I went to college, we had computer programming, but it was all Fortran and it was all on mainframes, and we had punch cards. My typical study for engineering courses would be, read the material, then go to class, maybe ask some questions, then read the material again, then do the problems. I guess the funny thing compared to today, you would really think it through before you wrote it, because you didn't want to write it and have to erase it or rewrite it. Nowadays, you can change whole sections or do spell check, or we didn't have any of that stuff. So
I interviewed, I think, 4 of my friends, and I asked them if they all used ChatGPT.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
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 I asked them if they think that it is limiting students' ability to think freely, and their responses are very interesting.
Yes. Instead of using thinking power to come up with their own ideas, they're just using whatever the internet or AI gives them.
I feel like it just depends on how you use it. Like, I feel like if you use it to just get the answers, it's definitely not beneficial at all, because you're not really learning. The way most people are using it is in a non-beneficial way.
Yes, I think it's terrible. Like, it's literally terrible. It's cheating, and you're not gonna get through life cheating, especially people that have these big dreams to have a good profession or anything where they need to have their own practice or something. If you can't think for yourself now, what are you gonna do when people are depending on you?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're definitely using it just to get good grades on exams and good grades on homework assignments, and not actually trying to put their effort into learning the material. Well, I think having more technology is obviously more of a distraction. If you go to a computer lab for a specific reason, you're gonna complete that task and then leave. But if you have a laptop that you're with all the time, then you're using it for reasons that don't really help you. I think everything being online has definitely made people more stupid, just because they're just looking up all the answers to everything.
I guess I'm kind of mixed on it. I think that it gives students another avenue and a way of thinking and interpreting data. However, it also could sway students' minds to the way someone wants them to think.
Well, it's a little hard for me to tell because I have not used it myself. From what I've heard, it's taken the creativity, perhaps, people's own personality out of their writing. I don't know if that stuff can mimic somebody's personality, but I just don't know enough about it to really tell you.
Chat is just getting like authors' works. They're getting your professor's handouts, which is not allowed. So I just think it's a complete like violation of privacy for everyone involved, and you can't trust chat for anything anyway. So it's kind of easy to get away with it, especially if you're chatting like a multiple choice or something. Professors aren't going to go through and build anti-chat firewalls or something, or check every single discussion response. I think a lot of professors also don't really understand chat. They couldn't even, like, probably when they were in like high school, they couldn't even imagine the concept of a generative AI tool.
A lot of people don't know the extent to which ChatGPT can go. We typed into ChatGPT and we asked it to write a 500-word intro to psychology essay. In this 500-word essay about psychology that we just typed in includes a lot of information, and it pretty much nails down everything that you would need in a essay on introduction to psychology. It uses well-written sentences, all the grammar is correct, talks about different philosophers and psychologists, popular ones, talks about all different kinds of terminologies that you would learn in an intro to psych class. This essay is very good, and if you want to go even further, I could type in, make this sound more like a 5th grader wrote it. Make this sound more like a 10th grader wrote it. And it would change all of the words. Overall, this artificial intelligence, is it impacting society positively or negatively?
Probably negatively, just because people are like relying on AI for so many things.
I mean, anytime anything's easier, people will gravitate toward the easier way to do things. Again, without firsthand knowledge, it's hard for me to say.
I would say 100% negatively, because like nobody's being a free thinker.
You know, we've all probably seen some of the movies where AI takes over the world. You see more and more stuff like that. You know, you see robots doing things. And I think all these things could be for the good, but if it gets abused, or if it takes away the creativity and thinking that the younger generation, especially in school, if it takes that away, I think that's a loss. So it all depends on how you use it.